Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Zuraika binti Wan Mazlan. My metric number is 2026125441.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tuan Muhammad Ismail Alif Tuan Azmi. My student number is 2026112093. And today's date is 10th of May 2026. The time is 10:38 a.m. Now, let's move to the introduction. Nowadays, electric vehicles or EV have become a major topic in Malaysia. Many people are excited because EV are seen as modern, environmentally friendly, and more fuel efficient compared to conventional cars. However, despite the growing interest, the reality of owning an EV in Malaysia has still come with several challenges. Therefore, in this presentation, we will explore the gap between the hype surrounding electric vehicles and the actual reality faced by Malaysian drivers. We will also analyze several graphs to better understand EV usage and practicality in Malaysia. Before we begin our analysis, it is important to explain the credibility of our information. Our presentation is based on reliable sources from trusted automotive reports, government related agencies, and industry experts. Therefore, the data used in our graph and analysis is trustworthy and suitable for understanding the current situation of electric vehicles in Malaysia. Next, I pass to Ika.
Okay. I will talk about the background of the topic. In recent of years, EV have become more popular around the world. They are known as the environmentally friendly and help to reduce the fuel usage. In Malaysia, the government is encouraging the use of EV by providing initiative and improving charging stations. However, despite the growing interest, there are still challenges such as higher price and limited charging facilities. This is important to study whether EV are truly practical for Malaysian or not. And then we move to the central idea, which is the main idea of the presentation is one to examine whether electric vehicles in Malaysia met public expectation or not. Even though EV are offer many benefits, they are practically depends on the several factors such as charging infrastructure, driving range, and also cost. By analyzing the data, we aim to determine whether EV are realistic option for Malaysian today. And we go to the line graph. The description of the line graph is about to compare the number of EV buyers in China and also Europe in 2021 till 2026. Overall, both regions show increasing trends over the years. China showing a sharp increase, rising from about 3 million in 2021 around 40 million in 2026. Meanwhile, for the Europeans, show a steady increase, growing from about 2 million to nearly 5 million. This is no decrease in the both regions, but the rate of the increase is different, with China growing much faster. So at the analysis of the line graph is the based on the graph, we can see that the China has a very strong and rapid growth in EV adoptions. There is a significant increase between 2023 and 2024. This is showing a sharp rise compared to the previous years. On the other hand, Europe shows a slower but a consistent growth pattern. This will indicating a gradual adoptions. The gaps between China and also Europe continue to the wider, which is it will showing that China is dominating the EV market. The trend suggested that EV usage will continue to grow in the future as a technology improve and infrastructure expands. That's all. I pass to Ismail.
All right, thank you so much, Ika. Next, we will move on to the bar graph data, which is for electric vehicle practicality in Malaysia. For the description, this bar graph evaluates the practicality of electric vehicles in Malaysia based on three important categories, which is charging stations, price range, and driving range. The graph also uses a scale from 1 to 10 to measure how practical each factor is for Malaysian users. Next, move to analysis of bar graph. Charging station receive a moderate score because EV infrastructure in Malaysia is still developing. Although uh, a number of charging stations has increased in recent years, it is still below the national target. Next, driving range record the highest score. This is because many modern EVs are now capable of traveling between 300 to 600 kilometers on a single charge. As the battery technology improves, EV are becoming more reliable for long distance travel and daily use. However, their price range score the lowest among all categories. Most EV are still considered as expensive for average consumers in Malaysia. The price can range from 50,000 ringgit to more than 1 million ringgit depending on the model and the brand. As a result, affordability remains one of the main barriers preventing wider EV adoption. That's all from me. Next, I move to Ika.
Last but not least, we have the conclusion. In the conclusion, what I can conclude from this presentation is electric vehicles have a strong potential in Malaysia due to the technology's advancement and also the environmental awareness. However, there are still challenges, such as having a higher cost and also limited charging infrastructure, especially outside the major cities. This showing that while EV are becoming more practical, they are not yet suitable for everyone. In the future, I think we need to improve in the charging station and also having a more affordable EV model so that everyone can make a more common choice for the Malaysian. That's all from me.
All right, that will conclude our presentation for today. Thank you for listening.